Hi, I'm Rebecca Davis. A weird, scary, and interesting. And happy Valentine's Day. So, I thought maybe we'll just read a news article. I'll read the news article to you guys that I came upon when I was doing some housework in my basement today. And I was looking for something different online, but I came upon this on Google's newsfeed. It's called Valentine's Day, a not so romantic journey going back to ancient Greece. That's ancient. We're going all the way back to ancient Greece in this news article. Okay. So I thought that would be a little different since today is Valentine's Day. And everybody's got their own depiction on what Valentine's Day means to them. Let's get into it. A modern big business holiday, Valentine's Day for many means jewelry, flowers, heart-shaped chocolates, and candy. Lots of TLC, but it wasn't always like that. No one has a pinpoint the exact origins of the holiday. Several historians and scholars placed it in ancient Rome, the pagan feast of La Rucella, a pastoral festival promoting health and fertility. A few however, traced it further back to ancient Greece. The mythical Greek meadows of Arcada in the Pelsindoes, where the festival Arcadian Lacca took place every year. Arcadian Lacina was an archaic festival with a secret ritual including sacrifices. Because remember, sacrifices were actually a lot popular in ancient times for different different religions. Like the Mayans used to do sacrificing of humans to the gods, and different Middle Eastern religions did sacrificing of a goat. Don't do that anymore. Otherwise, sacrificing humans that would be classified as murder. Okay, back to the article. And a primitive rite of passage. It was held at night on the slopes of Mount Locayon. In brackets, it means Wolf Mountain. Okay. And the tallest peak in Arcadia which was characteristic as a Illyric land of hermits and imminence and giants. It was there that, according to Greek mythology, Pan, the god of the wild and compassion of hymns, lived and frolicked with them, while wooing them with his mythical pipe. If you ever researched into the Greek mythology, that's what the hymns were. Like Pam, since he's hymns, they are the kind of mythical creature is half man, half animal. I think, yeah, half man, half goat. Yeah. So the front part is human, the back part is a goat. So he has 4 legs. You can imagine a human having 4 legs and furry in the back or the tail. That's what it is. And he plays a mythical pipe. Okay, I'm just gonna check on my supper. That'll be fun. So yeah, that's mainly it. Okay, let's get back to the article. Once I get back into my phone. Okay. Since we were talking about Pan, this mythical pipe, okay. Pan, often associated with sex, is connected to fertility and the season of spring, when the Arcadian Kaya festival also took place, where he was worshipped as Laconan Pan, being a rustic god, and he was not worshipped in temples or other structures, but in natural settings. Usually caves or grottos. Justin, a Latin writer and historian who lived under the Roman Empire, described a cult image of the Lacanian god, whom the Greeks called Pan, and the Romans Lupercus as nude, say for goatskin grow. That's why it was mainly the front part. He has no clothes on, but back part he's part animal. You remember Snowy? Snowy, say hi. Since we're speaking about animals. But another time we'll talk about another ancient culture that worshipped over her species. Okay, let's get back to it. We're talking about ancient Greece. Valentines. Okay, a vendor, Andros in Greek, a folk hero from Acacia, Greek, and the son of the god Hermes. According to Roman mythology by Snowy, that's not what it says. According to Roman mythology, brought the pantheon and laws and alphabet of Greece to ancient Italy. So, if you ever studied ancient Greece and ancient Rome, ancient Rome takes a lot of their culture and gods and that are inspired by the Greeks, because ancient Rome's gods are exactly the same as ancient Greeks, except they just changed the names of their gods, because there's a different name for the god of war in ancient Greece. Ancient Rome had a name change for Greece's god of war to fit the Roman culture. I think even Zeus has a different name in the ancient Rome. Okay. Anywho, it is said that he had led ancient Greek colonists from hopefully I get this one right. Palanton in Arcadia Arcadia to Rome. Arcadia to Rome, to the banks of the Tiber, and built the city of Pal and and from which the Palatine Hill in Rome is said to have diverted its name. Invented also induced the festival of Lucercilia, a pagan festival, blending Roman and fertility. Blending romance. Not Roman. Romance. And fertility and prosperity and such quirky traditions, in which many scholars suggest as the seed that would blossom into what is today known as Valentine's Day. Okay. Now, we are going to talk about the other half of the article is called The Dark and Ancient Origins of Modern Day Valentines. Okay, let's get a little dark about it. Let's see what's a little eerie about Valentine's. Okay. The Fest of Lupercili, which may have originated in Arcadia's festival, was celebrated by the Romans from February 13th to the 15th. So they partied on for 3 days instead of what we do today. We just celebrate it on one day and get it over with. The rites were confined to the Palatine Hill, the Lupercil Cave, the Forum, all of which were locations central to Rome's foundation myth. The name of the festival most likely derives from lupus, the Latin word for wolf. Which both the mythological and its significant remain absurd. The world Unton may have to do with the fact that an animal predator plays a key role in the male rites of passage. The main sacrifice dogs male goats as a sign of fragility. As I say, it was popular in ancient times, and sacrificing is not popular today because, well, with the animal part, animal activists would be all over if we did it nowadays. And with human sacrificing, there's laws against that, because that would be called murder. They would whip women with the hides of the animals, and they had just slain. Again, with the whipping, if it happened today, there's a law against that because that's abuse. The Roman Romantics were drunk. They were naked. The novel Linsky, in a religious studies professor at Yale University, told NPR in 2011 a young woman lined up for the men to hit them. Linsky said they believe this woman make them fertile. The brutal feast included a matchmaking lottery in which young men drew the names of women from a jar. That's barbaric. But, this a little. But then, nowadays we don't do that. We don't pull names from a jar. We just download an app, a dating app, and like Tinder or Match.com or eHarmony, and go through the prompts, sign up, and you might find your husband number one or husband number one or wife number one, or depends on how many times you went down the aisle. Okay. The couple would then be coupled up for, hopefully I get this word right, duration. Okay. Good. For the duration of the festival or longer, if the match was right. So it technically, it'd be, with the coupling up for the duration back then, would be equivalent to us nowadays. We go on a date. It could be your first date is the date, your trial run. You find out if it's worth going on the second date. And if it works out, you might go on the second date, and it works out, you maybe hearing the minister saying, now I pronounce you husband and wife, or the homosexual couple, husband or wife and wife. Now you may kiss the bride. Okay, Ulrich Silla continued for centuries even after the ascension of Christianity in Rome. Pope Gaius I, in 492 to 496 abolished it in the 5th century and declared February 14th the feast of Saint Valentine's Day. So, the Pope from Pope Gilus, he thought, let's just have it one day instead of just celebrating 3 days. Okay, I'm just gonna check my sausages. So, I guess he had it the right. That instead of just partying for 3 whole drunken days. Okay, let's finish this. The festival became more of a theatrical representation of what it once was. My phone's still charging. According to Linsky, it was a little more of a drunken revel, but the Christians put clothes back on it. So, and then did not stop it from being the day of fertility and love. So Melissa went from what it used to be to what it is today. Okay. As the years went on, the celebration grew sweeter. In medieval Europe, okay, we're gonna travel into the medieval time. People also reportedly delivered birds chosen. Okay, what is this? Let's try this again. People also, in the medieval Europe, people also reportedly believed birds chose their mates on February 14th. I guess you gotta believe what you gotta believe. And back then there was some wacky believing in the medieval era. That would be nice if birds could choose their mate. Maybe they were lovebirds. Okay, outstanding English poet, author Geoffrey Chaucer is in his book Parliament of Fowls. Imagine the goddess nature paired off all the birds on Saint Valentine's Day. Later, Shakespeare also romanticized the day in his work. Valentine's Day gained popularity not only in Britain but across Europe. Handmade paper cards celebrated love, appeared in the Middle Ages. That's where that started. Don't you remember when you were in school, you used to have to make up a bunch of cards for your class, and you have to hand it out? And you have to hand it out at your Valentine's party at school. Eventually the tradition made its way to the New World. Everything made it to the New World. We'll have to talk about that another day, what made it to the New World. Okay, and in 1913, Hallmark cards of Kansas City, Missouri began the mass producing Valentines, changing the way the month of February looks forever. So, there we got a little bit of history, of time travel through history to find out how Valentine started. I actually heard once that Valentine's was named after Saint Valentine's, and Saint Valentine's was supposed to be a martyr. But as it says in the article, who knows the origin to it? It's supposed to be a day of love, and you share candy, exchange candies. Me and Nita do. We make it as friendship, a day for friends. I know there is a day set for friends, but you can still love your friends. You can love your significant other, your family, your pets, and love thy neighbor. So, hopefully you like that. And tell me what you think. What if about that Valentine's has its origin in Greece? Actually, I think it's true, because isn't Cupid a Greek god? Yeah, because I think Cupid, he married a mortal, and yeah. So hopefully, yeah. So there you go. So happy Valentine's, and hopefully you like this episode. Well, I actually wasn't sure what to do for my Valentine's episode, because we don't got much Valentine's movies to go over, and I couldn't really look for a Valentine's book to read, so this is, as I say, was spurring out the moment that I came upon the little article of it that Valentine's, as it says, it's not so romantic. A journey back to ancient Greece. actually. It does have some ancient Greek elements to it because of there's the goddess love and the Cupid, the ultimate god of love, the little god that wears a diaper and shoots a bow and arrow. Yeah. So yeah. There you go. That'll be it for this episode. So yeah. So this is I think it is possible that if you looked actually in the origins of Valentine's, there is some Valentine's is in a way not that romantic. It's actually today is more commercialized because Hallmark had made it into the capitalized it with their cards, and you have the Lindor chocolate candy that's shaped into a heart, and then there's stuffies that are always around this time, and flowered companies capitalized, somebody goes, a guy or a girl goes out and gets flowers for their significant other, and sometimes Valentine's in a way can be quite, besides it being romantic, it can, if you look in the dark origins of it, it can be quite horrifying. Like there was which we'll have to talk about another day. Well, through history, there's like the St. Valentine's Massacre. That's not so romantic. For the people that got killed. And not for the people that were doing them in. So yeah, I thought you'd like to, and if you want to check that article out, it's on Greek Reporter, so it is just on Google. So yeah, there's GreekReporter.com. It's followed by Google News. So. Yeah. So, okay, if you like that, hopefully you like and subscribe, as the drill goes. You like and subscribe and comment. And have a happy Valentine's today, and have a good rest of the night, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.